got a new trailer for From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. Terrible title, hopefully amazing trailer. Let's do this.
In Slavic mythology, the Kikimara is a spirit that exists in the shadows. To those with darkness in their hearts, she can be vengeful. But to the innocent, she can be a protector. It's up to you to choose.
Welcome to the Continental. Checking in.
I'm looking for the tribe with this mark.
Needing to know is what got us banished from the Garden of Eden. Are you prepared to be cast out again, Eve?
Yes. I'd like to go hunting.
Will this be a large or small game hunt?
Large.
You have no idea what you just walked into.
Cool.
There's a declaration of war if she's not called off.
Perhaps I can send someone to solve the problem.
The Baba Yaga. Leave the wolf to its prey.
She sent you here to kill me?
Or you can leave.
I'm not leaving.
Your choice.
This is your fate. And you cannot change it.
Rules.
And consequences.
Alrighty, real quick before I share my thoughts on it, be sure to join me down below in the comment section. What did you think about the latest trailer for From the World of John Wick, Ballerina? Still will always be most ridiculous title of all time. Love to hear your thoughts on it. You can hear my thoughts on all of the previous John Wick films at my ranking right up here. As for this trailer, this is a movie that I had reservations about it when they first announced it because they had Len Wiseman directing it. I like Len Wiseman as a director. He's made a number of good action movies that have style to them. But John Wick as a franchise is not a good action franchise. It is the premier Hollywood franchise that has distinct style and the best of Hollywood action. That's what it is. So when you bring in someone that's just good and has some style, it immediately feels like a downgrade. And then the movie was delayed. But they delayed it so that Chad Stahelski, the John Wick guy, could come in and fix that problem. And it's kind of one of those situations where when you hear reshoots delayed to fix the movie, that's a red flag. But the person they brought in is the person that only raises your excitement and only makes things better and more in line with the best version of what this film could be. So it's a situation where the reshoots actually kind of make you go, oh, okay, like I feel better about this project now that they're doing that. Kind of like what happened with Daredevil Born Again. They brought in people that you're actually excited about to fix it. And you go, okay, maybe this will turn out better than we were thinking. And the two trailers we've gotten for this movie thus far feel like what I would hope a John Wick spinoff would feel like. Does it feel like it's going to be anywhere near as good as the proper John Wick films? I don't think so. But does it feel like it's a worthy companion piece that gives us a bit more in that world? Yes, it does. The aesthetic is right. The action is cool. It's not quite as dynamic in what we're seeing as what was in the Keanu films. And maybe they're holding back intentionally, but feels like you would have something a little bit flashier, a few more moments of kind of like high kinetic, long takes if it was on that same level. But it also looks better than the vast majority of Hollywood action. So if your standard is it as good as the best? It falls below that. If your standard or your measurement is all the rest of Hollywood, it's better than most of them. So for me, like I see both trailers and they go, all right, they are letting, this feels like what I want it to be. I don't need it to be as good as the John Wick films. I just need it to be a worthy continuation. Point of reference, they put out the Continental TV show. And I watched I don't remember if I watched the first episode or the first two episodes. I think the first episode was like 90 minutes. So maybe it felt like 2 episodes, but it was like 90 minutes long, something like that. And it was fine, but it just felt so detached from the world of John Wick. Stylistically, it was too different. Just the color palette, the flashy, vibrant color, it just wasn't there. The action wasn't as good. And so it wasn't that it was just this terrible thing. I just didn't care. And it felt totally detached. So I never even continued watching it. And I look at this, and I feel like this would be something that actually is a worthy companion, a proper spin-off that feels in line with the other things. Something doesn't have to be better or as good to be worthy of existing. It has to be good enough to feel like it's a worthy companion. I feel this is in that ballpark. So there's even there, finding new ways to using fire, things like that in there. And then not, I don't know, like she has her own style in what she's doing. It doesn't try to pretend as if Ana de Armas could just manhandle people as easily as over 6 foot tall Keanu Reeves could. And then we get a little bit of flavor of what his involvement is, that he's hired to take her out. And you kind of know that, that you have to tread lightly with that to explain how that's going to play out, because you can't undermine John Wick and have her defeat him. And if they do that, they will lose their audience immediately if she's actually able to defeat him. So you have to find some other way for him to not complete his task in that moment. We'll see how all that plays out. But overall, the teasers are selling me on what I hope this movie turns out to be. I'm excited to see it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Check out my John Wick ranking over there, and keep talking movies and TV too much.